You've said this week that Telstra is a growth business. Now, this is something that you'll want your period as chief executive to be defined by. Of course, it's traditionally been seen as more of a utility-style business that pays out pretty handy dividends. So what's the catalyst to create faster growth at Telstra?
Yeah, and as you saw in our results today, the big driver right now is our mobiles business, and I do think we'll see continued growth in that business. I don't know what it's like for you, Ross, but if I ever forget my mobile phone, it's like I've lost my right arm. So people's dependence on mobile, and we've got advanced capabilities in 5G just switching on as well. So I think mobile will continue to be a driver. We've got the business of Digicel coming in that adds some growth. We've got our fixed businesses that over time will see return to growth, and we've got areas like infrastructure and health. So it is an exciting time for us. We've got multiple parts of the business over the next few years that I think will be important contributors to growth.
And how important is it to have a separate business for your fixed infrastructure assets, the InfraCo fixed business, as it's called? How important is that to be able to quarantine the traditional utility style of the business compared with the faster growing areas of broadband and also your mobile business?
Yeah, I think, Ross, separating that internally and being able to give that transparency to the market, and importantly, how the team now run that business as an infrastructure business. It has opened up opportunities, both in terms of how we can sell those products and services, how we run it efficiently. So it's been a really important step forward for us, because those assets and business, it was kind of hidden inside Telstra, and, you know, that infrastructure business on its own, it's a significant business. So it's been a great step to run it independently as a standalone unit internally.
Can I just finish up by asking you about the current environment? You can see in the United States right now that inflation seems to be sticky. Here in Australia, there are questions about whether the inflation will disappear or whether it remains. Now, in America, you can see that companies, tech companies, telcos are starting to shed workers. Given the fact there's already a shortage of workers here, what's your own view about this? Is it a case of where you're trying to get more productivity out of the workers, or is it a situation you'll keep trying to employ where you can and try and grow the business?
Yeah, so where we're at the moment, and you're right, there are so many predictions about what the next few years might look like economically. Every day I seem to read a different view. So where we're at right now, as I said, we onshored our call centres for our consumer and small business customers and brought our stores back in-house. So our focus at the moment is absolutely recruiting and retaining great teams of people in our business. And look, you know, I sit, I guess, at the optimistic end. I hope as a country we can manage to deliver that soft landing. So right now that's our focus. Yeah, and under T25 we do have cost out ambitions, and they are about productivity and efficiency inside our business.